Good morning, YouTube modeling community. CJ down in the shop. I've been going through trials and tribulations of two-tone painting, as you guys all know. Had just a shit ton of issues. After the third attempt, I decided to paint the bottom of the car, or the blue, first instead of the black first. This way I was taping over top of the blue, which would not show nearly as much tape residue or tape issues as the black does. So it's not perfect, but it's the closest attempt that I've ever come to a two-tone. So I'm satisfied with it for now. You know, hopefully the next two-tone job will be a little bit better. I've learned a lot. This kit is really old. It's I think it was from 1990. So the decals were a little bit challenging. They didn't really want to stick all that well, but it is what it is. Let me give you a look. Alright, on the back of the car I had a piece of tape get stuck, and I just kind of, somewhere in there, I did a little spot repair, and you see the tape line at the bottom of the trunk. I had a little issue with, but I could live with it. You know, it's almost one of those things that looks decent until you get, you know, real close and get your eyeballs on it. But it's not horrible. You know, I've certainly put out way worse back in my younger days, I guess you'd say. The hood, after I was done putting the decals on, and I was just clearing the hood, the last coat, of course, you know, I dropped it on the carpet, and then of course it landed, you know, the finish side up or down, of course, so we had dog hair in it. Well, I took as much out as I could and just said, fuck it, that's it, you know, and put a ton of clear over top of it, try to hide some of the dog debris in it. Thankfully my Great Danes have short hair. So, you know, I don't hate it, but I'm, I guess, just satisfied for now. You know, I'll do better on the next one, next two-tone job. You know, it is what it is. This is probably going to be my final video on this car, only because since I just cleared it this morning, I'm probably going to, you know, set it aside for a couple, 3 or 4 days, maybe a week, until I do the final assembly on it, you know. So that's that. Let's see. I still have to, you know, put the grill and the headlights. As you see, I blued the inside of the headlights. Grill, headlight buckets, rear bumper, and door handles. And then I gotta put the tail lights on still. But again, you know, that'll be after it's all dried up. And the chassis, that come out pretty good. Let's see. Normally I do aluminum beading wire for spark plug wires. This one here, I had some thread. It was pretty cool looking blue, and I thought it would look cool, so I went with some large thread, you know, standard black interior. Let's see if I can get any good shots. I did some detail work inside on the interior door panels. I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in on the gauges. Hopefully you can see in there. Engine. I was going to do fuel lines and stuff, but in this car you can't see it anyway, you know, down inside the hood opening because it's so small. So I just said F that. And not to mention all the aggravation and frustration that I went through, you know, in painting the complete car 3 times, you know. This kit's got really, really nice tires, guys. If you're looking for a kit with nice tires, that's the, let's see, what is it? It's an old Revell kit, as I said. It's a Revell 41 Willys. Got nice tires, really nice wheels. The front suspension, or I should say the front steering moves, you know, left and right. Tires are great. Wheels are cool. You know, I really don't have much for complaints about the chassis and the driveline. It was a, you know, very nice kit to build. Nice fuel filters on the rail. Well-fitting exhaust. Nice 4-link rear. The only problems that, the only complaints I got about this kit was the guy putting it together. I should say the guy painting it. I got to fire him and get a new painter, I think. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, probably not so much. But I guess it's on to the next one. Like I said, I'm gonna put this away for a couple days and let the body dry out good before I start putting my paws all over it and trying to get the door handles and stuff on it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully in a few days I'll throw it up on the shelf and only look at it from far, because from far it looks great. Thanks everybody for the positive inspiration when I was going through my black and blues issues. You know, everybody just telling me to stay after it or put it away for a little while. You know, you'll get it. I remained positive throughout the whole thing. I knew I would. I guess I got a little frustrated, but not frustrated to the point where I wanted to, you know, get mad at it. So maybe it's a sign of growing old. I guess, what am I, 40, 42? And my patience level has gotten greatly improved. A few years ago, I'd have just crumpled this thing and thrown it out the window, you know, or smashed it with a hammer or something. Well, I never use hammers. I always use my fist, but now I got all kinds of broken knuckles for it. But, you know, I guess we all mature with age, and modeling has certainly helped me, you know, achieve that. But unfortunately, I've been a diesel mechanic for the last 15 years, so I got, you know, big gnarly paws, and sometimes it's a little difficult, so you just, I guess, invest a lot in good good tweezers and tools to get where your fingers can't. Let me see. I don't know what I'm going to do next, guys. I've joined a local model club here, Town of Newburgh Model Club, which they've been in existence for, I think like 30-some years, which I just found out about a couple of months back now. I've been to 2 or 3 of the meetings. They're once a month. You know, it's nothing, pretty mellow, all cool guys, a lot of really good builders, a couple of exceptional builders, and we have a club build that they want to build a gasser for December. And I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I kind of thought about building a gasser car, and I was looking for a cab over truck kit, like old COE Chevy or Ford or something, and then stretch the frame rails and make a flatbed out of it, and then, you know, build a gasser and put it on that and show up to the club with that. You know, being a new guy, I'd like to get somebody's attention, you know, saying that you're like, wow. I don't know what car to build. I've got a couple that I thought about. You know, I was looking at a 40 Ford, 55 Chevy. I don't want to do a Willys kit. I have one, but I don't want to do it. I don't really want to do, I got a lot of Mopars, you know, mid to late 60 Mopars. I don't really want to do one of those. So I'm not decided. I'm open for suggestions. If anybody has any, picks of any cool gassers, you know, if you were going to build a cool gasser. What was the coolest one you've ever seen? And you know, maybe I can get a couple ideas from you guys. Or if you know of anybody where I can find a COE Ford or Chevy, like what that Show Counts Customs, what he drives, that flatbed that he's got, that's kind of that ramp truck. That's kind of like what I'd like to do. So if anybody has any suggestions or ideas, I'd greatly appreciate it. Again, Christian Chapman, thank you so much for all your help and suggestions on this paint learning curve of mine. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you taking your time, and all the other guys who have commented. I really appreciate it. I'm not real great on a computer, so I'm just kind of learning how to, well, I don't know if I'd say learning how to use the YouTube and the Google, but I'm learning to navigate through it. I typically don't type a lot of responses because it takes me forever to type. You know, I'm the old hunt and peck kind of guy. So, you know, bear with me. Hopefully I'll get better at that too. I guess that's it. Thanks again, everybody. Keep modeling. And winter's coming, bud. Chris, you'll have lots of videos soon, I'm sure. I hope you're still working. I hope that all worked out good for you with the new job they're operating. All right, thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.